Anime is life. Well, it's always something I've been saying ever since I was a young whippersnapper, but I've never realized how big anime became a part of my life. Now, this video wouldn't discuss specific anime phases I had in detail, just big chunks of it. But hey, if you want me to yap about my weird JoJo phase or my super long Italian phase, and maybe all my other anime phases, just let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts about what other videos I should make. Now first off, why? Well, this video can serve as a way to look back to the animes that you might have forgotten. I doubt that since most of the animes I'm gonna mention are mainstream anyways, but also as a timeline for me in case I forget since I have short-term memory. Please not the sarcasm. So basically, this will be like a journal entry. So you guys will be my journal now, I guess. Woohoo! Well, there are 4 chunks of my weeb timeline. The childhood arc, the pre-weeb arc, the noob weeb arc, and the casual but still weeb arc. If I could describe anime when I was a kid, it's not really a huge chunk of my childhood, but it was not non-existent. Basically a passing thought, since I only really cared about playing outside at that time. But the pillars of my childhood are Sailor Moon and Slam Dunk, which is quite different from each other, but hey, I liked it as a kid, so who cares? I still remember it like yesterday, coming home from school to watch them. From the mesmerizing magical girl transformations in Sailor Moon to the hype and rush of adrenaline when my boy Sakuragi finally shoots and scores for the team. It's a feeling that I will probably remember for the rest of my life. And even if there are a lot of new animes that are exactly like Sailor Moon and Slam Dunk, they just hit different, you know? I even still remember the openings, the tune at least.
Embarrassing.
That was embarrassing. Anyways, of course, my fellow Filipino Gen Zs may or may not relate, but I also watched a lot of Doraemon, Dragon Ball, and Pokemon as a kid. Even as a kid, I was a huge fan of shonen animes, but since my memories back then are so vivid, I of course don't remember anything that has happened on any of those animes. I should probably rewatch them, at least until I finish my rotting pile of to watch animes. I don't remember much on this arc, but the 2 animes I remember that reigned in the start of the timeline is Black Butler, also known as Kuroshitsuji, and Assassination Classroom. I even remember why I chose to watch those animes. I was reading a webtoon that I really liked. I don't even remember the name anymore. All I know is that it's about a vampire and a girl solving crimes together. But the author did a Q&A once, and one of the questions was like, what inspired you to make this webtoon? And the author provided a list, and there was Black Butler in there. And boy oh boy, Black Butler was a whole roller coaster. And then there's Assassination Classroom. It aired on television, and it wasn't even called Assassination Classroom. It was called Invincible Teacher. I saw it on TV once, and I was curious to see what the plot is, so I searched it up. And the only thing that kept showing up was an anime called Assassination Classroom, so I was hella confused. Like what? Is Google broken or something? But yeah, I don't remember any other animes from this arc. These animes haven't really hit me as much as my childhood animes, but there's a reason I still remember them. And that's because of how dark their themes are. Not even sometimes, it's just maybe all the time. I don't know, as a kid I never really thought much about it, but now that I look back into it, I'm just thinking, why the hell did I not get weirded out by this? Now, in the words of Monkey D. Luffy, this is my peak. Kinda. Well, this is where I got influenced by my friends to watch a lot of animes because they're all a bunch of otakus. From Attack on Titan to Naruto, from Kaichua Maid-sama to Hitalia, I got it all. I think Attack on Titan was the renaissance of anime for me. Because before this arc, I've never really had anyone else to talk about it. I didn't think much of it. But when I had friends who watched it, bro, it's time to take a step being a weeb. And you know what? Also consumed my life at that point. My Hero Academia and Haikyuu. I know, I still have nightmares about it to this day. But hey, the memories were fun, I guess. This was also the time I only watched old school animes. Like I said, Kaichua Maid-sama, Kami-sama Kiss, and Oran High School Host Comp. Oran, my beloved, it deserves a whole nother video on its own. Oh, and JoJo too. It definitely deserves another video on its own too. There's just too much to talk about. This arc has forced me to dive deeper into the world of anime. I love the feeling of yapping about the newest anime with my friends, asking if they watched the newest episode of Rurouni Kenshin. Here in the Phil, it was renamed to Samurai X, and it was showing on our TVs every night. And I can't believe I forgot, this was also when I discovered Major. Oh, I remember waiting for it patiently since the show before it was Digimon, I think. It was so hype. Hearing the announcer yell out, Goro Shingero! I would squeal like a high school girl for real. And lastly, my current arc, the casual but still weeb arc. Right now, as a weeb, I wouldn't say retired. I don't have anything that I'm following religiously right now. I'm chilling. Anything of note here is I've recently caught up with One Piece. Within 2 months. I'm not bragging, but I'm still in awe about how I managed to be able to watch all 1090 episodes in 2 months. At least at the time I caught up with One Piece. One Piece also deserves another video on its own, so I'm just giving y'all a heads up since One Piece and I had a very weird relationship, I guess. The other animes I'm looking forward to are just a bunch of mainstream ones like Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Doctor Stone, Raiden, and all the other masterpieces that you probably already know. This arc may not be as grindy as the New Weeb arc, which I remembered watching new animes every other week, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a new arc coming to a store near you. Who knows? What do you think will be my next arc after this? Or do you think it will stay as it is? Yo, what's up? I'm kidding. It's Ellie here. It took a long while for me to actually finish this script because 1 life and 2 writer's block. Editor's note, actually, I'm doing this instead of doing homework because, well, I don't know, I just felt motivated to. I never actually edited in PC before, and I only usually edit for school stuff. And now here I am. It was really fun editing this video. And of course, voice recording and fucking up. And laughing at myself for fucking up. It was really fun. I loved looking at the scenes and my favorite animes for each and every arc. I was originally planning my first video to be a gaming one, but my house is noisy, so I can't do anything. I do not have peace and quiet, so I guess this'll have to do. Anyway, I'm rambling. So I guess you should expect more journal-like entry videos, and who knows, I might surprise you one day when I post a gaming vid. Maybe not. That's it for me. See ya!